When did someone break reg to save the day? Our company commander violated direct orders to evacuate and instead stayed behind to coordinate the rescue of 30 Afghan civilians trapped in a collapsed school, risking his career and possibly court-martial to make sure no one got left behind. This happened during my deployment to Afghanistan in 2012 at Forward Operating Base Chapman. We were working with local contractors to rebuild a girls' school when a massive earthquake hit the region, 6.2 on the Richter scale. The partially constructed building collapsed with about 30 people inside. Teachers, construction workers, and some early arriving students. Captain Rodriguez immediately organized a rescue mission with our engineers and medics. We grabbed shovels, medical supplies, and heavy equipment, then raced to the village to start digging people out of the rubble. We'd been working for 3 hours when Rodriguez got a radio call from battalion headquarters. The regional commander was ordering all American forces to return to base immediately because of reports that Taliban fighters were moving toward our location. Rodriguez requested permission to continue the rescue mission, explaining that we'd already pulled out 15 survivors and could hear voices of people still trapped. Battalion denied the request and repeated the order to evacuate immediately. That's when Rodriguez made a decision that could have ended his military career. He got on the radio and told battalion that his unit was experiencing communication difficulty and couldn't clearly receive their transmission. Then he turned off the radio and told us to keep digging. Rodriguez knew he was directly violating orders from a superior officer, which is one of the most serious offenses in the military. He could face court-martial, loss of rank, and dishonorable discharge. But he looked at the collapsed school and said we weren't leaving until everyone was accounted for. We worked for 6 more hours, using sledgehammers and crowbars to break through concrete, while Taliban sniper fire occasionally rang out in the distance. Rodriguez positioned himself in the most dangerous spots, directing operations while exposed to potential enemy fire. By sunset, we'd rescued all 30 people who'd been trapped in the school. 3 had died from their injury, but 27 survived because Rodriguez chose to ignore orders and continue the mission. When we finally returned to base, Rodriguez immediately reported to the battalion commander's office expecting to be arrested. Instead, he found out that the Taliban threat had been exaggerated and that higher command had been monitoring our rescue operation through drone footage. The regional commander told Rodriguez that he'd shown exactly the kind of leadership the army needed, even though he'd technically violated direct order. Instead of facing court-martial, Rodriguez was recommended for a Bronze Star. Sometimes breaking the rules is the most honorable thing you can do.